What's going on, Facebook? How are you doing? Come on in here. Guys, I want to talk to you guys. I want to talk to you about something real quick. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. What is today? It's Thankful Thursday. Thankful Thursday, Throwback Thursday. And when I was throwing back today, I realized I looked at where I've come from and I was like, dang girl, what in the world were you thinking? And the other part of me was like, dang girl, what in the world were you thinking not to get started sooner? Um, a lot of times we'll take we will take our little problems and we'll just kind of like push them to the side. We won't really do anything about it. We know that there's an issue here, but we won't do what we need to do to correct it. So I just want to tell you guys give you a little guys a little background about me. You may not know who I am. My name is Rosalind Hall. I'm married. I'm a mother of four and a grandmother of one. And I found myself in a pretty bad situation a few years ago. I was 42 pounds, a size 22. You can see it right here. And it just wasn't good. It just wasn't good. I wasn't in a good mental space. I was pretty bitter, not just bitter. I was somewhat on the mean side, but people could work with me, but I was pretty snappy. And I just noticed a lot of things going on in my life. I didn't like them, but what I really didn't like was I didn't like the way I looked. I didn't like the way I felt. And it caused some self-esteem issues. Now, at this time, I'm in my 30s. And a lot of times if you think about it, people in your 30s, you probably think they got it together, right? At 30 years old, isn't that one of the things we say? Y'all do me a favor, put a one in the comments if you're watching this live. Put a two in the comments if you're catching this during a replay. And if you will, just tell me where you're watching from. Oh, do me a favor, tag 5 people and share this out as well, and then say done and that you did it. So when at 30 years old, most of us think that at 30 years old you ought to have it together, but we don't always have it together at 30. We're dealing with a lot of things. We're dealing with jobs, children, spouses, family members, all those different things, right? And we really haven't really haven't even tapped into who we really are. And like I said, at 30, you trying to find yourself, right? So I take that back. Let me correct myself. At 30, I was not at this size. Okay. I was not at this size at 30 years old. I was not this size at 30 years old. A lot of stuff happened between 30 and 38. Listen, 30 and 38. At age 38, that's when I had emergency open heart surgery. At age 38, that's when I found myself this age. This is this person that you see on the screen. Let me make sure she's big for you. I need you to see really what I was dealing with. This is me at age 38. Now, the reason we're looking at this is because I want you to understand something. At 30, we have ourselves together, right? Not really. So the things that were going on in my life at 30 years old really compounded at 38. That's when everything hit the fan. You know how we say it, stuff hit the fan at 38. Overweight, depressed, overeating, and just a mess. So I'm saying all that because here we are. We're at the end of 2023. And a lot of times, a lot of stuff we said we were going to do, we ain't even done it yet. How many of you guys actually said at the beginning of the year, hey, this year I'm doing me. This year is about me. This year I'm going to do what I got to do to lose weight. This year I'm going to do everything that I need to do to lose weight. How many of you guys said that? How many? I remember saying the same thing. And I was just like, I mean, come on, Roz. What's it gonna take? You know what I'm saying? What is it gonna take for you to get yourself together? And sadly, when I was 38, I had to have this emergency open heart surgery, right? And I didn't like it, but I couldn't do nothing about it. It was just what it was. So I had to deal with the consequences. So I'm not here to tell you a story. I'm here to tell you that it doesn't start. Our bad health doesn't start when we have the surgery. Our bad health doesn't start then. Our bad health and bad habits start before the issue arrives. So I don't know what you're doing with your health. And a lot of times we take that word health and we hear it and we jet. We hear the word health and we like, I don't want to hear this. You don't want to hear it because you are either eating unhealthy or eating some of the same crap that I was eating, or not moving, not exercising, and doing some of the same crap that I was not doing either. So if somebody was to tell me what you already knew, Roz, oh gosh, nobody told me, but I knew. And we don't need nobody to tell us that we're out of shape. We don't need anybody to tell us that we're eating bad. We really don't, because we know. And when we willingly do that, we're willingly putting ourselves and our health in jeopardy. That's all I want to tell you. Now, what you do is up to you. What you do is up to you. I've managed to be able to change things around for myself. And I'm going to be honest, there's nothing about my health journey that has been easy. Everything was a struggle. I didn't want to walk. I didn't want to eat right. I didn't want to do certain things. And, it's just because if you just think about it, I had been eating really, really bad for years. I had been eating bad for years, and now I have to change what I'm eating, and I got to change how I live so that I can continue to live. It's not easy to turn around, but you can do it. You can do it. So today is December 7th. We've got 24 days left in this year. What are you going to do about the situation that you're in? Either you're going to keep eating the way you're eating and keep doing what you're doing, or you're going to do something to change that. I didn't know what to do first, so I started drinking this drink, and that was the first thing, because I couldn't stop eating the wrong things. I couldn't stop eating the things I didn't know these things were making me sick, but I knew that I was eating the bad stuff. So I started drinking this juice, and lo and behold, I stopped eating some of the things. So I just kept drinking, and I kept stopping eating certain things. The first thing that went was the Pepsi. The second thing was the Snicker, and the Snicker and the fudge round. And then there was the potato chips. But all I'm trying to tell you is this: I didn't know where to start either. And I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just trying to make a suggestion. If you're having the same issues that I was having, if you are having those same issues, this might help you as well. This might help you as well. So what I did was I started walking. It was a couple of months ago. I'm sorry, a year ago. A year ago, I had just gotten down. I was a size 14. Okay. Just got down to a size 14. And I really wanted to lose more weight. And somebody told me, Rosalind, just walk, walk, walk. I'm like, oh my God, this is, it's kind of like, are you serious? Is this really, really going to work? I'm questioning everything at this point, because all I know is this: I was so overweight, it wasn't funny. I would stand beside my mom, and my mom would look like she was 38. And I'm the one looking like I'm 68, you know? So all I can tell you is this. You have to, you gotta, y'all, we ain't got a lot of time. We just don't have a lot of time. We're not getting younger. We're getting older. We're getting closer to death. And as we get closer to, as we get older, don't you want, I don't know about you. I really don't. I don't know about you. I just know about me. I just know I want to feel good. I don't like hurting. I don't appreciate headaches. I don't appreciate stomach aches. I just want to feel good. I don't like back aches. I don't like knee aches, ankle aches, none of that. All I know is I just want to feel good for the rest of my life. And I had to start practicing different things and making different changes and creating healthy habits so that things that I could use for the rest of my life so that I'll feel good, so that I will. And I want to look good. I want to look good. And here's the thing. I'm not a homebody. So sitting around the house, that's not me. I don't want to be at home all the time. I like to travel. So I want to be able to travel. Do you realize you can't travel if you're sick? You can't travel if you're not well. I can't travel if I'm limping. I can't travel if I can't travel a long way if I'm dealing with back pain, because by the time I get to where I'm going, like if I'm going overseas, if I got to go somewhere, like I went to South Africa, and that was a 19-hour trip. That was a 19-hour flight. So I don't want to I don't want to have to say no to something like that. I saying I can't go because of my health. I want to go everywhere. I got a passport and I want to fill every page in there. But I want to do that because I'm teaching right now, I'm teaching my children to travel. I want to go with them. I want to go with them. And I don't want nobody saying somebody got to stay behind and take care of mama. I'm going to do what I got to do right now to have better health because I want better health. And that's another thing. Do you really want better health? Are you willing to do what you need to do for better health? Do you? If you do. If you do, and I'm not saying, sometimes when I get on here, I'm like, Roz, you were too hard on the people. You were too hard on the people. And it's not that I'm trying to be too hard on anybody. I simply want people to win. I want people to feel good. And I want you to know that, yes, this is a journey, but you can make it. You can do it. You can get to the end. I go live every morning just to do a weigh-in, and people don't really understand the logic of embarrassing myself when that scale goes up one ounce or 2 ounces or a pound. People don't understand the logic of it. The whole logic of me getting on that scale every morning is to tell you, don't give up. Don't give up. If I can get on that scale and look like a fool, God, if I got to look like a fool, use me. But I want to be able to be, I want God to use me as that one, as that one. It didn't matter what the scale looked like. Rosalind always showed up. It didn't matter what the scale looked like. Rosalind kept going. She stayed positive. And if I can do that, I know you can do it. And here's the deal. I say this in the mornings too. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but what I'm saying is we are not going to give up until we have exactly the health that we want. And that's my whole thing. My whole thing. And people have been asking me, what are you doing? What are you doing? When I take what I've planned out for that day and I put it before God and say, God, my plan is to do these things today. But if you got something else, let me know what it is, and I'm gonna work that too. But I always present that first. God, this is what I'm doing today. Bless it. And some days I get off. But at the end of the day, I'm still thankful. I'm grateful for what I've accomplished. I'm grateful, and I'm just glad that I at least tried. You know what I'm saying? There's been days where on my planner, I don't get everything done. But at the end of the day, there was nothing on my planner where it was like do or die, or decide whether you're gonna do it or not. There's nothing on my planner to make me say I'm afraid to do that, because I've already put this stuff before God. Look, it's gonna happen. And it may not happen exactly today. I may not get it till tomorrow, but I'm gonna get it done. So I think what I'm trying to say, what I'm really trying to get you to understand is this: regardless of how long it takes you on this journey, just like in that planner that I wrote stuff down in, it doesn't matter that I may not get all of it done today. The point is, I didn't get it done today. I'm gonna work on it tomorrow. So I didn't get to the weight today. I'm gonna work on it tomorrow. I didn't get to the weight the next day. I'm gonna work on it again and again and again until I get there. And that's what we have to do. And a lot of us, we're just really relaxed right now. We're really, really relaxed. We're so relaxed to where we just living every day. Our days have no meaning. They have no meaning at all. So you guys have been asking about my candy that I'm eating. Two pieces of candy a day. Look, I wanted to eat it on here, but I know if I start eating it, it's gonna be I'm gonna be smacking. I'm eating my 2 pieces of candy, and I'm drinking my juice twice a day, and it's helping me. I don't want anybody to get this twisted. It's helping me. Do you understand? It's helping me. It's helping me. Okay? So before I go before I send anybody anything, I wanted to really do this and talk to you guys about the candy and about the juice. And the only reason is simply because at the end of the day, all I can do is this, because I just want to show you what I'm doing. We are not getting any younger. We're getting older. We're setting our ways. And if we're eating candy, we're eating all the wrong things. We're eating candy, we're eating juice. And at least if you're gonna eat candy, eat the right kind of candy. If you're gonna drink juice, drink the right kind of juice. That's all I'm saying. And honestly, my candy is it. And I know there's lots of people out here with all kinds of candies going on, and people talking about drink this and it tastes like candy. This is really candy. It's really candy. This Can somebody put in the chat hashtag this is the real candy. Hashtag candy cleanse. You want candy. This is I said I wasn't gonna do it. It's candy. Okay. But I probably did that because I really wanted to eat a piece of candy. But I really want to tell y'all about the candy and the drink to shrink, and what it really does to help you and how it helps you. Some of you guys I just want to know about it. Just tell me what to do. Tell me about it, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just going to tell you what some of the benefits are. It decreases your appetite and your cravings. It boosts your metabolism and your thermogenesis state. It helps to block blood sugar conversion to body fat. It helps to improve insulin sensitivity. It helps to improve cardiovascular and blood sugar health. Do you understand what that means? You know what decreased appetite means. It's a appetite suppressant. It stops cravings, boosting your metabolism and the thermogenesis state, and turning on the thermogenesis. This candy literally turns up your body. It turns up your body. This is in my words. It turns up your body temperature and it begins to burn fat. It's up to 600 calories an hour. Like, where they do that at? This is candy that tastes good and it does this. It helps to block the blood sugar conversion to body fat. You know what it happens normally when you eat candy and you drink juice, right? Your sugar goes up. The A1C level goes up. All of that. So it's not going to do that. It actually helps to improve the insulin sensitivity. Fast acting weight loss, waist management candy. I don't know if have you seen my back? Have you seen my back? Hold on. It's natural, safe, clinical ingredients, 2 flavors, salted caramel, raspberry cream, low fat, gluten free, low sodium, MSG free. And I don't know if y'all know what MSG really is. And also it's no artificial flavors. So now the drink to shrink. There's 9 herbs: persimmon leaf, holy thistle, malva leaf, marshmallow, blessed thistle, papaya, ginger, chamomile, and myrrh. 9 herbs. I had a lot of people that messaged me and they were like, Rosalind, my doctor said, I shouldn't drink this tea. I'm like, what kind of doctor do you have? Good God. These are not, it's herbs. It's herbs, 9 herbs, 9 herbs. I don't get it, but I don't judge anybody. I don't judge anybody, but I'm going to tell you what I did have to do. I literally had to take action for myself. I had to go to my doctor. Listen to this. No, seriously, listen, watch this. I went to my doctor and I'm in there for a little checkup or whatever. I had been experiencing some pains, but I didn't tell him because I was scared. No, for real. I was scared. I was scared to tell him. And I was in there. I was like, okay, he done his thing. And he was like, Rosalind, looks good. See you next time. Okay. But I didn't tell him all the other stuff. So I'm like, God, I know it was God telling me, tell him what's been going on. I told him, I said, well, hold on a minute. I'm literally getting ready to walk out the door. I'm like, hold on. I need to tell you something. What is it? I said, I've been having these pains in my jaw right here. Like, I'll be, y'all, the pains were like real bad. I was trying to, it was just a pain, like that right there. And then would go all the way down my arm. And I'd be trying to stretch it out and, all this kind of, no, really, I was rubbing everything and trying to massage this out. I had no idea. I was dumb to angina. I was dumb to heart attack symptoms. I was dumb to all that. And I still didn't know. Just because I went to the doctor, I still didn't know. But I was like, I don't want to go to the doctor. I don't want to tell him because he might be like, something's wrong with you. I'm like, I don't want nothing to be wrong with me. But and what kind of sense that make? I don't know. So anyway, he said, hold on a second. He knew. So he goes out the room, comes back quickly with the nurse and the machine. Put this gown on. I put the gown on, and they start hooking me up to this stuff. Lay down. Just lay there and relax. I'm laying there, and they got the EKG thing. I didn't know what it was. I was like, what is that? He's like, that's the EKG. I'm like, oh, okay. So anyway, fast forward. I had to stay there for 45 minutes for them to do that. So he's like, something is wrong. So of course he scheduled me for appointments. I couldn't even leave because he had to schedule me an appointment to see a cardiologist tomorrow. Went to go see the cardiologist and stress test, all this. Come to find out, 90% over 90% blockage in my left ventricle, and ended up having emergency open heart surgery at age 38. Now, what I want you to know and what I want you to see from this story is from age 38, and you look at you what age you are. 38. I was 38. Look at 37. Look at 36. Look at 35. Look at 34. Look at 33. Look at 32 and 31. Y'all see, that's at 7 years. It probably took all of those years that I had been eating bad, all that time to finally just say, okay, my body said, okay, I can't take no more. I can't take no more. This is it. You just keep doing and doing and doing to me. And we treat our bodies so bad, so bad. And we know we're treating our body bad. We know this, but we keep doing it. You see what I'm saying? And we won't stop on purpose because it's hard. It's hard. It's hard when you're eating 7 pancakes. It's hard when you're eating 3 and 4 pieces of chicken. It's hard when you're loading up your plate for dinner and then you eat all that and then come back and go get more just to fill it up again. It's hard to stop eating cakes when you love them. I would bake German chocolate cakes, red velvet. Oh goodness gracious, pound cake. What's the other? Strawberry, triple decker strawberry cake. I was baking. What's the other? Italian cream cake. All these different things, and but banana pudding, apple pie, all this good stuff. Y'all, this stuff was so good. But I was just tearing my body up. Just tearing my body up. Just breaking it down. Just breaking it on down and breaking it on down. And it told me, it said, now listen here now, I can't take no more. And that's when I started experiencing those angina symptoms. And all I know is at age 38, I was almost out of here. My son Wesley was, y'all, and when I had Wesley, my legs were so big, I couldn't even, you have to hold your legs for birth. I couldn't even do that. I couldn't get y'all see how y'all, my arms are short. I'm 5 feet even. I couldn't wrap my arms around these big old legs. I was having to go from one leg to the other leg to the other leg and trying to take a break. And they're telling me to and do such and such and such. I'm thinking to myself, Lord have mercy, I'm gonna pull a muscle in my doggone arms trying to hold these freaking legs. But I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but I just want you to really think about it. You don't have a lot of time. You're running out of time. How long have you been doing what it is that you're doing to your body? When are you going to stop? I ain't stuck. When are you going to stop? That's the whole thing. Some of us can't stop. It's a food addiction, like what I had. A food addiction. Going in the grocery store to get all the things I was addicted to. Pepsi, Snicker bar, fudge rounds, potato chips. Getting back in the car, driving, just pulling the car up at the top of the parking lot. Eating the stuff like a greedy dog. I mean, like a hungry, it sounds funny, but I was literally like in the car, eating and drinking all that stuff. And I'd eat it up, ball it up small, put it in my purse. And when I got home, I would go to the trash can when nobody was around and push it all the way down in the bottom of the trash can so nobody would see it. I didn't want nobody, I got to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. I didn't want nobody to know that I was doing that. I didn't want to know. How embarrassing if they found out. So I didn't know what to do and I couldn't stop until I started drinking the juice. So I started drinking the juice And then later on, here I am now. I've got the candy. And you know what happened with the candy? I'm drinking the candy. Eating the candy. I'm eating the candy, eating the candy, and eating the candy, and eating the candy. And guess what happened? I started shrinking a little bit more, just a little bit more. Listen, I'm not perfect. And I know I'm not perfect. I know I'm not perfect, but I had to try. And when I found out what was working to help me, now now drinking the juice. Ooh, excuse me. Drinking the juice, definitely. I'm good with the food addictions, and I'm gonna keep on drinking and I keep on drinking. Now, now my problem areas was the fat back, in the belly fat, and in the big booty, and in the legs, and all of that. I'm trying to get all of this stuff down. I want to burn fat, and I started eating this darn candy, and this happened. This happened. So I'm not saying that you need help, but I'm not telling you to go get surgery or anything like that. And don't get offended if you've had surgery or if you're thinking about getting surgery. I respect everybody's wishes, but at the end of the day, it's your lifestyle that's gonna lead you to longevity. It's your lifestyle that's gonna lead you to longevity. We could be as small as we want to be, but it's still your lifestyle where that's where you're gonna get your longevity from. And if you're gonna live a long time, feel good about it. Feel good. No headaches, no stomach aches, no back pains, no knee pains, no elbow pain, no shoulder pain, none of that. Nobody wants to deal with ankle pain. So, whatever it is that you are dealing with, I'm not saying I'm the answer, but I am saying that I have something that helps. And it helped me a whole lot. I've gone from a size 22 down to a 10, and I am going to fight till the last day to lose this weight so that I can get off the last two medications. And I know one thing, I don't know how to get down to a size 8, but I do know how to go from a 22 to an 18. I know how to get from an 18 to a 16. I know how to get from a 16 to a 14. I know how to get from a 14 to a 12. I know how to get from a 12 to a 10, but I don't know how to get to an 8 yet. I'm just going to keep going and keep going and keep going until I figure it out. I do know one thing, stopping ain't an option. Giving up ain't an option. Throwing the towel in, that's not an option. So, no, I don't know how to get to a size 8. I just know how to get from a size 22 down to a 10, and that's it. I don't know how to get off all my medications, but I do know how to get off 3 of them. I was on 5, now I'm only on 2. So, no, I don't know how to get off all my medication, but I'm working on it. And I'm just going to keep going and keep going and keep going until I get off of all of it. Guys, that's all I wanted to tell you guys tonight. I hope that my courage and my energy transfers to you. I hope that my belief in me and in you transfers to you. You can do this. This journey that you're on, it's not for stopping. This journey that you're on, it does not end right now. It does not end. It continues. Just different things you can change during the day, different things, different decisions you can make when you eat, when you drink. Everything is going to lead to a different lifestyle. Everything is going to lead to longevity, feeling good, happy, feeling peace, joy. And when you feel good, you are happier. But when you feel bad, you're not as happy. When you feel good, you can conquer anything. But when you feel bad, you feel like everything is against you and you're limited to the things that you can do. You're not limited. You're not limited. It's your lifestyle, and it's time to change it. And that's it. So guys, that's all I had to tell you today is don't give up on yourself. Do what is necessary so that you will have longevity, so that you will be happy, so that you will feel good. That's what this is about. There's 25 days left in this year, and you don't have to end your journey today just to wait until the first of the year. We've got 25 days to make a difference in our lifestyle so that we will live to see another day. And you know what? I almost didn't live to see another day. The doctors told me, Rosalind, if you stay alive for us to do this surgery, we got you. But stay calm because we don't want you to have this heart attack. The only thing we can do, and I'm in the hospital and they telling me this, the only thing we can do for you in the hospital if you have this heart attack is we can keep you alive until your family comes in to say their goodbyes. We can keep you alive until your family comes in. Y'all, you just don't understand. I was looking like this, walking around smiling in people's faces and unhappy. Smiling in people's faces and unhappy. He said, as long as if you just stay alive for us to get this surgery done, you'll be fine. But when they looked at when I was on that table and they were doing the heart cath, they had been talking the whole time. And all of a sudden, the room got quiet and cold. And I said, what's wrong? And he said, we're trying to figure out how you're still alive. Because according to this, you shouldn't be here. So I had another chance. God gave me another chance to help people, not to give up. The journey may be testy, but don't give up. You keep your eyes on where you're going and you make the right decision day after day. It's one step at a time, one decision at a time. If you don't know what you're going to do, or if you're ready to get started, just reach out to me and I will help you. Reach out to me and I will help you. Guys, I love you. And I'm telling you, give yourself better health. Yes, with a different lifestyle. Period. I'll see you guys later.